Diamond, plaques, singles, iconic, legendary, anthems, girl, anthems. So groundbreaking, and that's why I'm talking about these sales and stuff, because it's just so amazing that they did that within a decade. We have to stand. Sold 113 million records worldwide. 153 million records sold worldwide. That sold 170 million records in the last decade. She has sold 180 million records worldwide. Now let's talk about the top 5. Hello motherfuckers, and welcome back to motherfucking channel. Today we're going to be talking about the pop queens, some of the greatest artists that are alive today. That some of these girls did not debut in the last decade. They debuted actually like a year before the last decade began, but they really showed their strides and like they really pushed through this last decade, and that's why they're pop queens. Let's get into this. Before I start, I want to explain what a pop queen is. A pop queen is somebody that can bring their own sound to the table, or if they are messing around with a older type of sound or a sound that's already out, but make it their own, that is a pop queen. A pop queen is somebody that can do that, be so versatile, but also grasp the audience. And I just spit, I'm sorry. That can grasp the audience and draw you in and make it be consistent throughout a decade. So that is what a pop queen is to me. Now, there is a difference between pop queens and pop legends. I don't want to get that confused. A pop legend would be somebody like Whitney Houston, somebody like Mariah Carey, somebody like Madonna. Those are pop legends, cannot be touched. It doesn't matter. The reason I separate those is because in order to be a pop legend, you have to be very consistent for more than one decade, and those girls that I just named have definitely done that and earned that title. So that's what it takes to be a pop legend. We're talking about the pop queens, the girls that just came out and are still doing their thing. But with that being said, good luck girls to this next decade. I know you got this. I trust you. I believe in you. Now let's talk about the top 5. The first pop queen on my list is Kesha. Oh my lord, she started off this decade with anthems, girl, anthems. And we really, I don't want to say took it for granted, but woo child, she just did a lot and we loved it so much. And I just felt so bad because she couldn't continue like what she wanted to do, and that's just so sad to me. But we did get another era towards the end of the decade, and she has sold 113 million records worldwide. Like I said, you have to be consistent, you have to sell records, you have to have plaques, and that's on God. And not only was she that girl that was really out there, she was also like she played an important role in changing the way pop music sounded from that 2010s, 2011s, 2012s sound all the way up until 2014. Let's be real. All right, number 4. Oh my God. I don't want anybody to get angry with my list. This is my opinion. I want to know your guys' opinion as well. So name me your top 5 down below. Okay, but number 4 is Miss Katy Perry. She has 3, correct? Yeah, I think 3 diamond, plaques, singles, iconic, legendary, Roar, Fireworks, and California Girls, maybe. I think that's it. Don't quote me, okay? I should have the facts, but I don't. But either way, her pop music was so live and so teenage dream. You just cannot think back into the early 2000s and not think Katy Perry. Katy Perry was that girl. Let's be real. Not only was she that girl, she also infused rock with her pop. And I really think, and she did it in such a good way. And I really think that's why she survived as long as she did, because some pop artists cannot survive. And now she's at the end of the decade. So the music sounds so vibed out and so spaced out, and I love that. And I hope she continues that for these next few eras. I'm really excited for Katy, and I'm continuing to react more and more to her music, but I've already heard Teenage Dream. I've already heard One of the Boys. I've heard these albums are so iconic. So shout out to Katy. And also 153 million records sold worldwide. We have to give it up to our world. Period. Okay. Number 3 on this list is Lady Gaga. We cannot go without naming top 5 iconic pop stars from the last decade and not talk about Lady Gaga. We stand. She had that early 2000s pop sound like in the bag. Like, she was the epiphany of what all that music was sounding like back in that time. And she took us into a new era with Born This Way and really shifted everything. Like, we were not expecting it. Like, it was Lady Gaga herself, her whole career was just a bomb. It was just like, boom, bitch, I'm here. And we stand. Every single one of her albums sound completely different. But we have to talk about art pop. We have to talk about it. I personally do not like art pop, but I know a lot of people do, and I see why. I see the vision. I just don't like it personally. But I understand the hype and how legendary it was. And that's what I'm saying. She took pop into new heights. It's insane. And on top of that, sold 170 million records in the last decade. Like, that's so groundbreaking, and that's why I'm talking about these sales and stuff, because it's just so amazing that they did that within a decade. We have to stand. Okay, number 2 is Ariana Grande. We have to talk about her. We have to. I love her. I love her so much. And I think this is another pop girl that we were not expecting to be as large as life as she is. I love her so much is because she's so young and she's doing what the past pop girls have done. Like Lady Gaga, she is changing the sound. Like Madonna, she's changing everything. Like, she is changing it. I don't know, I just stand so hard. She really reminds me of Britney Spears in a way, because Britney Spears came into the music industry and had this certain sound, and it really stuck and people loved it, and that's what Ariana is doing. But we also have to talk about how consistently versatile her albums are, because they all have this R&B-ish soul, but they all sound different. And what I mean about her changing the current sound of pop is she took the risk of mixing modern day trap rap music with pop music, and it worked so well. Like, it's just so crazy. And now every pop girl is doing that. She's changing the sound of music, and that's why she is number 2 on this list. And on top of that, she has sold 180 million records worldwide. Okay, number 4 on this, or number 5. This is number 5, number 1. I don't know how I've been counting this out. But Rihanna, oh my lord, y'all. Rihanna came into this decade sounding I'm not gonna say bad at all, but she had a whole different sound to her, and it developed and it kind of developed really fast, her sound, and like she really took off at the beginning of no, I can't even say that. She kind of took off towards the end of the last decade, but she really explored her sound throughout this decade, and that's why she is number one on my list. Because all the girls, I'm just gonna say it, all the girls on this list, they're consistent, but Rihanna's consistency is different. It's way up here. And I am gonna do an honorable mentions list, so don't even fret if your favorite pop girl isn't here. I want to know your guys' thoughts. But Rihanna, consistency is insane. The versatility, we had that rock pop at the beginning of the decade. Then she got more into pop music with Loud. Bitch. Like, I'm doing a video where I'm doing the top 10 pop albums from the last decade. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait. I love the pop music from last decade. And Rihanna's music was maturing as she went. And then we have to talk about Anti. Oh my Lord. And that was in 2016. She hasn't dropped an album since. So her grasp on the influence of the next, like the new girl, she really has that hold, and I love it. I love it so much. And why can't there be, a black pop queen? Like, we stand so hard, like literally like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. I'm not comparing the singing at all, but I am talking about like the impact overall. We have to stand. All right, I have a few honorable mentions. The first two, Nicki Minaj and Beyonce. Nicki had an iconic pop era, like legendary, literally was and still is competing with the pop girls when it comes to sales, impact, charts, everything. But Nicki is overall a rapper, and I cannot name her a pop artist for that exact reason, because she's more of a rapper and that's what I view her as, but she's an artist at the same time. So that's how I gave her an honorable mention. We love Nicki Minaj, period. And then Beyonce, I couldn't put her in this category because her last pop album was really wasn't that her last pop album? I don't know. I think it was. I don't really look at her self-titled album as a pop album or Lemonade as a pop album. I look at those albums as like I don't know. Like, I feel like I can't define her as I can't put her in a box as just a pop artist, But still, the impact is still there. The sales, everything is still there. And that's on God, period. And then the next group is Lana Del Rey, Sia, Adele, and who did I say? Oh, Lorde. Okay. And these girls, it's just so hard to I don't know. They are a different genre. They're not pop artists to me, I feel like. But the impact, again, is there, and the legendariness is all there. We stand these girls so hard. But I guess that's it. I want to know your guys' list so bad. Like, this last decade was so beautiful to me. I don't know what it was, but I love the direction and the outcome of everything, music-wise. And I'm doing this series where I'm going to be talking about the top 5s, the top 10s of the last decades when it comes to music. And I cannot wait. I just love, I don't know, it was like so iconic. And let me know your thoughts on what I said and my thoughts. But yeah, I guess that's it. Happy New Year's, everybody. This is my first video of the New Year's, and I want to know, so let me know. But I guess that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, motherfucker.